Hello.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to the Horror Herald.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming along. Thanks. Thanks for tuning in. We are the Horror Herald with your hosts, Leo and...
Louis, shit, I have water next to it. That's in a bottle, it's fine. Yes, I am Louis. That is me.
Right. So this is our first one, so we're a little bit rough. But thank you for joining us. And this is the Horror Herald. It's a show where we talk about horror movies and everything horror, and maybe have a couple of breaks to talk about other things. But we are mainly horror-based. Horror movies, horror shows, horror games like Resident Evil, or even maybe horror musicals like American Psycho. We'll talk about all these things. In this episode, thank you for joining us, what will we be talking about, Louis?
We'll be talking about a movie that we literally just saw half an hour ago. Yeah, and that's Escape a Room.
Escape a Room, or...
The Escape.
Or Escape Room for you people out
Nerds.
there. Nerds for those people who love English.
Just love English.
Of course, or just people who want to just know the language, or just want to know the proper name. Escape Room. It's great.
Yeah.
Just came out yesterday.
Escape Room.
Came out yesterday, the 7th of February. We're doing this on the 8th, I think.
Yeah, it's the 8th of...
February.
A date.
February.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about Escape Room in this, giving a review, giving a,
Our
formal
opinions, yeah.
formal review opinions, just
Our
talking about it.
opinions.
And what else will we be doing? We'll be playing a couple of games as well. A couple of fun games and talking and debating about horror
We're
characters.
pretty much just going to be arguing at each other about which film is better.
Yeah, and just having horror characters fight each other. I mean, it's gonna be a great, fun horror time. Even if you're not a fan of horror, just enjoy us talking to each other
Because we have another show where we just talk about random stuff, so you can just watch that.
as well. But please watch this.
Watch this, please. This is our main focus.
This is our main focus. Anyway, before we start our review of Escape Room, we want to talk about our system of how we what we
we
give
do
it. So
things.
instead of us giving it like 5 stars, we give it a certain rating. So we'll start from the lowest. And
There's shit show. Shit
show.
shit show.
Shit show is the lowest. So we kind of have a thermometer or whatever that's called,
Yes, that's exactly.
and it goes from bottom to top. Top being classic and bottom being
Shit show.
shit show. So at the
Yeah,
very bottom is
exactly.
shit show. We give this to films that we just absolutely hate. These are shit shows.
I don't think I've ever had a shit show
I don't think so. I
don't
mean,
think-
certain films
that are close, but they're more Borsnog at the door.
Yeah, I mean, which is one of our other
Yeah.
ratings. So we have shit show at the bottom. We just hate these. We can't stand these. We may even leave the theater because of these
Yeah.
films. So shit show is at the absolute bottom.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Then above that is bore, snore, get out the door.
Thank
so these
you.
are,
Thank you. We tried very
yeah.
hard.
And these films are just boring, not worth our time. They might have tried, but we just don't. We don't get these films. I mean, they aren't shit shows per se, but they're just not good films.
Yeah.
They're just bad.
They're boring, like... They're just boring.
Mm.
They're like, you can like it, but then it's just boring.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's probably the lowest we would give a film. We don't really give films shit shows,
I don't
but
think
Bore,
I've ever
Snore,
had a
Get
shit
Out the
show.
Door is just bad. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Um,
very bad.
Next is Disappointment. Or I think you might have said before, Louis, Appointment for Disappointment.
Book appointment for disappointment.
That was I like that. Book Appointment to Disappointment. And this is where
Yeah.
the film we may have had high hopes for it, or we may have wanted this to succeed, and it was maybe really close to
Yeah,
succeeding.
probably. That's most like it.
But it just really fell, and it's not kind of a film that some parts were good.
It's like Jigsaw. I
It-
think I would give Jigsaw.
Jigsaw. I mean,
Yeah,
we may
Jigsaw.
review Jigsaw, but we might
spoilers,
not.
It's Jigsaw.
Spoilers. The
Jigsaw.
main one is Jigsaw, and it's a film that you wanted to succeed, and it might have
had
had a good
potential.
idea. It had potential,
Had a trailer or something that
but just
gave it-
wasn't wasn't good. It just was disappointed from expectations. It wasn't super bad per se,
Yeah.
but you're just kind of tired of it. You know, it wasn't...
You'll never watch it again.
I don't think I'll watch it again. Then next above that is where the films are starting to get good. They
Yeah.
get good quality.
Hey, it's fun.
Hey, it's fun.
That's what I gave Friday the 13th.
Yeah, when we did a review for other things, but we're probably going to review those films again. But yeah, Hey, It's Fun is a film that it's good. It does have flaws, but
it has many. But
it may have flaws, but it's fun nonetheless. And certain films, I mean, it kind of changes because certain films I may give it a hey, it's fun, and I find few flaws, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
These are
it's a film that you may love, but you know there's flaws in it. So
you know there's
have
flaws,
to
or some
love
bits that you just want to. Ugh. But hey, it's fun. That's a film that I enjoy watching. You should still go out and watch it. Hey, it's fun, but it's good. It's a good film.
Yeah.
Then on top of that is where it's getting really good.
It's fantastically splendid.
Fantastically splendid. Those are the films these are great films. These are films that we really recommend. I mean, they're not masterpieces per se.
They're not masterpieces.
They're not masterpieces. No, I mean, they're not masterpieces per se, but they're really good films, and I really like them. And like these are like many horror movies that I watch that I would probably give Fantastically Splendid because they're really good films. They aren't a modern masterpiece or classic, but they're really good films, and you should check out. They're really great films.
Yeah.
And at the very top, we have classic or masterpiece.
Same thing.
Same thing. Whatever we say, classic, masterpiece, it doesn't matter. These are the best. These are some of the best horror movies that we've ever seen, and we love them so much. And they are classics. They are modern classics.
It's what I would give to a lot of my favorite films.
Yeah, these are really good. Really good. Like fantastic.
It's like you may have flaws in it or something, but like you just can't. You can look past them to find an amazing film nonetheless.
But like the flaws are like you may see them, but they're very tiny. They're micro flaws.
Nitpicks, yeah.
They're nitpicks, but these are the best of the best. So now that we've kind of told you our thermometer system, we haven't really. I mean, we've talked a tiny bit about the film that we just watched, but we're trying to hold it in for this.
Yeah.
So escape room.
Escape room. What were you expecting from this film?
Escape room. I was excited because I love escape rooms, and I think you know this.
We did escape,
and we actually did escape room. We
won.
Loved that.
We had 30 seconds left.
We had 30 seconds left. That was great, but I love escape rooms, and I watched a bit of the trailer. I didn't want to see too much, but I was like, hey, I also love the Saw films, so I was waiting to see.
It's very Saw.
Yeah, I was waiting to see a film that could be like Saw, but isn't exactly
like Saw 1, because Saw 1 was was more like an escape room.
Yeah,
felt more like an escape room.
Yeah, and also like Saw 2. But I really was excited for this film, and when we watched it, I thought it was good.
It's good. It was surprisingly good.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting flaws, and they were there.
There were flaws,
but it was good. I mean, what were you expecting before?
I was not expecting much at all. I was expecting so much worse than what was given to me, so maybe that's why I like it a bit more than I do.
I really like it. It had some really tense moments. Warning, this review may have spoilers. It will have spoilers.
Fire. There is fire in
spoilers, spoilers. But yeah, I mean, it was good. I liked it.
I liked it. I don't love it. I liked it.
I liked it. I'm probably gonna say my rating.
Yeah.
I think it's a really high. Hey, it's fun.
I say hey, it's fun and a half.
Like no, I mean it's a really good. Hey, it's fun. Yeah. There's certain moments that we're going to talk about why we
think it's not
fantastically splendid, and they're kind of prominent, and they keep on hurting me.
As we said, hey, it's fun is not the best film,
but no, but this is definitely a hey, it's fun. It succeeds in a hey, it's fun, and maybe a little bit more. I really like this film. Let's talk about some moments that you found. What scenes did you find good?
Let's start from the start.
Okay, let's start from the start of the film.
I did not like the start.
I loved the start.
Okay, let me explain.
Okay.
The start is fine and it's great, but I like the scene, but I don't like how it echoes the other parts of the film and how it kind of spoils.
Okay, let's explain what the first scene is. So the first scene you see, it's of a character who will be in the film.
Whatever his name is.
And I don't know his name.
I can't remember any of their names.
I know Mike because he's the
Mike
best damn
Wazowski.
character of all
Mike
time.
Wazowski.
We'll talk about him soon. Best character. But this guy, he's basically the final person. You don't know this. You just see a guy in a room.
You get shocked when you see him in the film again.
Yeah, you see him.
Leo saw me flip out.
He's dropped down into this escape room, and he's trying to find clues. And the room is becoming smaller. The walls are closing in, and he's trying to get out. He's trying to do trying to read books and get numbers, and it's really frantic. And I was really enjoying this because it kind of reminded me of the beginning scene of Saw 2. Which had nothing to do with Saw 2.
Yeah, I would have liked it if it had nothing to do with the film, but it was just giving you a teaser of how it's gonna be like.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be mentioned like, oh, an article mentions this guy dying.
Yeah. But back to the scene. So I mean, yes, but that didn't happen sadly. But basically, the rooms are closing in. And he was trying to just push away the walls, very much like Saw 5, and it's closing in, and then it closing in, and you just hear him scream in this, and then it cuts to title card, and I thought that was really good. Yeah. But then when you see the character in the next few scenes, you realize, oh, this is later in the film.
Yeah,
you then go, oh,
so every other character's gonna die.
I mean, that kind of comes to mind.
In which they kind of do.
But in a way, I mean, except for a certain bit at the end, which we'll come to. But I really liked the scene. I liked it. And it doesn't take... To me, I think it takes a little bit away from you, of course. It takes a lot
away from me.
But for me, I still liked it. But then I did go, when I saw him, I go, oh... When I saw him later in the film, I go...
You saw me flip out.
Yeah.
In the theater.
But yeah, when I saw him, again, I was like, oh, are they going to be split into separate rooms? And then he's going to die first? And I was like, oh, no, wait, no, he's going to be the one who survives at the end. But anyway, I like the scene, but
life isn't a
I
science
guess
experiment.
throughout the film
you can't
go,
contain your world forever.
Because once
Try
you see that
doing
they
one
go to
thing
escape
that
room
scares
and
you
it's
over
not
brain,
like that,
okay?
then you go, oh,
And
wait a second, it's gonna be a numbers game.
This serves as an entry voucher.
Oh yeah, the character's a dick, so you wouldn't expect him to win.
Escape
The thing about this film, everyone
Be the first to escape our most immersive room yet.
Go like, okay, put our shit
And win $1
aside,
million.
let's survive, and let's
Good,
help each
unlike
other.
Saw.
So,
Something I put ahead.
when does the game start?
This film had characters that had flaws.
I think
and all
this
that
is
stuff.
the escape room.
We should look for clues. What are we looking for here?
Anything that looks like a
Helped each other,
puzzle
motivate each
or
other,
a
even though they were
code.
screaming
It
in their
looks
face.
like an oven
Like
dial.
the dickhead character, the business guy of the film.
He's
helped-
always in one of those kind of films.
Yeah, You would think he's stereotypical because at the start I hated him because he was like, oh, don't do this, don't do that because he wants to do it himself.
He's very much of a survivalist. He wants to survive.
But then later in the film he becomes good again.
But then
There's kind of a flaw that I have with it. That some characters, they start off really bad. Like this character. He starts off really bad. Then gets good again and how he helps all the characters. But then later it turns out there's a twist where he's a bad guy.
But yeah. But I agree with you that, except for the exception of the best character in the whole film.
Mike Wazowski.
Michael. Yes.
Michael.
Anyway, Mike. Oh my god. Okay, Mike's basically a character who's like
Mike's my favorite character.
He's your
in the film.
average like kind of dad who's like there to have a good
trucker.
time. He's positive.
His son got him into this.
He's like
Jablinski.
if you watched Jablinski, if you watched like a series of unfortunate events, you know the guy who likes gum and he only has like one leg. That reminded me of the Mike, like the guy who worked at the factory mill, who like was always positive. That was very much like Mike, but like less positive. But I really liked Mike, and he was the nice dad character, but he does die.
Mike was less positive.
So like a less positive version than that.
That looks real. It's kind of warming up in here.
It was like Murray character.
Yeah, but I really like this guy, except for he dies in a horrible way.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Let's go through the film.
Okay. So basically, the next scene when they first come together and they go into like an escape
So they're all
room.
given. Calm down, there, sir. You're getting too ahead of yourself.
Okay.
Calm down, there, sir. They're all getting boxes. Well, we see 3 of them get boxes, and it's like a puzzle box, simple.
Right, we're gonna say the whole film.
No, but like we have to explain how they get there.
I understand. Okay, yeah, okay, do that.
They get all these puzzle boxes, and it's like, okay,
I thought that was really smart.
it's really cool. Yeah, I don't know why I said it in that voice. I find it really cool. It's like favorite part of the movie.
I thought the boxes were a really smart way to
Yeah,
get
I
your
know. I
invitations.
freaking loved that part.
Like escape that box to get your invitation.
I love that part. I don't know why I'm talking like this. That's my favorite part of the film. I think
Really?
that like the sequence of them trying to open it.
Yeah, that was good.
I thought it was directed
Reminded me
and
of Doctor
executed
Who.
very well.
The boxes power through.
I just rewatched that episode yesterday.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, great.
Kind of, yeah.
I'm welcome to Doctor Who channel. No, I'm joking.
Anyway, welcome to some Doctor Who season 11 review.
Oh, God, season 11. Okay,
Shut
let's
up.
not talk about this. This is the Horror Herald, people. Yeah, talking about the scene again. Can you talk about it?
I loved that scene in how it was executed and directed very well.
Mm-hmm.
And
So they all get their invites.
and like they did it in their own way. The guy opened.
Excuse me, we'd like our hit now, please.
Well,
He
that's
did it
creepy
aggressively.
as hell.
They all did it at I thought the character-
it getting hotter? How do we get
in
out
their
of
own
here?
space. They don't know each other.
Fahrenheit 451.
They just got this sent to them through
Talk about
postage.
immersive.
What's wrong with you? That was
But
real.
then, yeah, they all. Remember when they all arrive and they get in that room? That first.
Dumb
Okay,
question.
so let's get to this
Are we
first
outside?
scene
Yes.
that I really
Can we get
love. The
this figured
first
out so we get
escape
the hell outta here?
is they go in.
Probably the best.
It's the most tense one. At least the most tense. It's they go into this room and then they think it's just a waiting room for the escape room. I can't pronounce my R's, guys. I'm saying room a lot. Escape room. I can't pronounce my R's. That's a problem, guys. But they go in. They think they're waiting for something, and then one person leaves to get a cigarette.
watching us. They know
to get a
every move
cigarette,
we're
just to
making.
smoke the cigarette. But then they break off the doorknob and they
Everything
realize they're
about
inside
us.
an escape room. And it's such a tense scene because
Yeah.
they don't know. Many of them don't really know what escape room is, and
So
Throughout-
they realize
yeah.
that the waiting room is the room.
yeah, and it may seem let's have fun. Like the nerd kind of character
But
is
then they
like
slowly
hey,
realize that hey, this is
Yeah.
more than we can handle, and
Yeah.
let's skedaddle.
yeah. I mean, the escape room starts to like heat up.
Yeah.
It starts to
And
like
every room has its own connection to
Yeah,
each character.
yeah.
This room was connected to
This
an
army girl.
actress that I can recognize. I'm gonna get the cast and directors. I recognized her. I don't know why. I'm gonna find out. You keep talking.
Yeah. But basically, in this scene, right, they try to escape, and and of course they're trying to escape. But the door that they went through to get into that room, they try to get out, and they realize that the door handle has come off, and what's left there on the door is kind of like a oven knob that turns it up degrees, and they have to turn it up to the right amount of degrees, to try to
Yeah.
escape.
Fahrenheit.
And then,
I got
yeah.
confused. They said 400. I was like, what?
yeah. So they basically turn up to like 451 Fahrenheit, and then that turns out to not really help them escape, but rather start heating up the room. The room I can't pronounce.
The womb.
The ROOM, and
The rhombus.
the whole room starts to turn into a oven, and it's a really stressful scene, and people are
Yeah.
collapsing. And it's really tense, and I
They
really
made these
love it.
rooms
It's definitely the best
Have you ever
escape
seen
room
things that weren't there
in the whole
before?
film.
I am not imagining this.
Surviving is a choice.
That's why they chose
That's
us.
the person I recognize.
And they
Taylor
all
Russell,
look
Logan Miller, Jay Ellis, Nick Donani, Tyler Labin, which is Mike Wazowski, Yorick Van Jessica Sutton, and Kenneth F.O.K.
Also, when we say Mike Wazowski, the person who's Mike Wazowski, he's not Mike Wazowski. He's not, the
not
guy
a
who
Mike
plays
Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski. We just call him Mike Wazowski. His name is Mike in the film.
He was in Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh, okay, cool. He's a cool guy. I like him. I like him very much.
Let me check.
As a friend way.
Let me check his movies.
Definitely.
Oh, he's only done.
No, I love him. Anyway, but then what follows is a bunch of other rooms that they go through. All of them make it out of that
no,
room.
shut
What?
up.
Okay, what?
Shut up.
What is
Mike
it?
was in Monsters University.
What was he?
Yeah, the actor.
Oh.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike was
Look, I'm not lying.
Jesus
He's
Christ, he
in
wasn't
Monsters
Mike. I mean,
University.
he wasn't in Mike Wazowski. Ew, that sounds weird. He wasn't in Monsters University. Oh no, he was in Monsters University.
Little Evil.
That's awesome. Awesome connection.
Wow.
He's in a lot of stuff. Okay, sorry, we're just fanboying over Mike. We love him. But anyway, back to the film. Yeah, so they escape that room, then they go to like a. We don't want to say too much because we want you to go and see the film. but they go to a series of different rooms, and it's one that's set in the winter, one set in this, and it's really good. Most of the rooms are really tense. Some rooms are a little predictable, like, oh yeah, that person's gonna die.
There's a lot of key ideas that are explored a lot, like a door handle, find the door handle, find the key. You would expect that.
Yeah, but after a while, it does come predictable because you realize it's a numbers game, and you go, oh yeah, this and this and this.
It kind of felt like how Saw was like, hey, let's have all these characters and have them die in predictable ways. Not predictable ways, because one was not predictable at all. Like
yeah, I mean, I think
guy.
since the series came,
Yeah.
once it became a series, it became predictable.
Yeah.
But anyway, the film, it was all great. We don't want to say too much because we want you to go and see it. But there's one death we definitely want to talk about, and that's Mike Wazowski's death. And then we won't say much more, maybe besides the ending, which is a big thing that we need to talk about.
Okay, I'm gonna say the director of the film was Adam Robitel, which was what I said at the start.
He didn't do too bad.
The film looked pretty great.
Yeah,
the film was great.
it did look good.
It had a lot of cool sequences and like how the camera moved around.
You know the scene in the winter when it's the guy who's choking the other guy on the boat? That looked really cool. Like the red really standed out.
I did not like how this guy looked like a painting.
Oh.
This guy was a painting.
What guy?
The sky.
Oh, the sky. I thought you meant.
Not
I don't
the guy,
like how the
no.
guy looks like a painting.
The guy was a painting. It was, of course.
Anyway, but yeah, it was really great. But we have to talk about Mike's death.
That looks real.
So
Warm it up in here.
this is the one that really saddens us. We love this character. It may be
Well,
fine
that's
if you're not
creepy as
attached to
hell.
Mike as much as we were.
Is it getting hotter? How do
Died
we get out of here?
stupidly.
It's Fahrenheit 451.
Got
Paranormal.
Talk about immersive.
it. What's wrong with you? That was real.
We'll see what else they do.
Dumb
Okay, but like to Mike's
we
death.
outside?
Okay,
The X-Men.
So we get this figured
Anyway,
out. So we
so-
get the hell out of here.
so yeah, Mike died in just a horrible way. Like his way didn't. It wasn't even a sacrifice. It wasn't.
It was so quick and so useless as a plot because suddenly they found out it was something else.
Yeah. So basically, they were trying to
escape from a room.
escape room, and they thought they had to do this, so they used it on Mike.
Yeah.
But no, that didn't work.
And then
they carried on.
And then when they tried to save him, the guy was like, "No, don't save him."
And they didn't
What?
even bring him back from the dead. They just left him. And
He was the best.
and then when they
he was the
actually
best
learned
character.
how to do it, they just left him. And they also left the girl. Why is the girl so? Oh no, I understand why.
Yeah, she went crazy. I thought it was for no reason. It was kind of. It came out of nowhere. But I can say it came out of nowhere.
It came out. Yeah, she was a little crazy, but then yeah, she redeemed.
A lot of things came out of nowhere. A lot of things. It was a bit messy in some of the storytelling part, and like kind of. Was there a time limit in each room? Because I feel like they said
don't
it.
think so. I mean, I know the first. No, wait. Okay, there was kind of a limit in the upside down room.
Yeah.
Where things would drop.
Yeah.
Then there was kind of a limit with
What
I
layer?
guess the first room because it kept on getting hotter and hotter. Yeah. Okay. Oh, please don't. But yeah, we don't want to say too much because we still really want you to see the movie.
If it's a bad film, we'll spoil the hell out of it. But
Yeah.
you know.
But warning, okay, you might want to skip this a little forward. We are going to talk about the ending, which is the reason why we're giving this it's fine rather than what I think I was gonna give it, a Fantastically Splendid. But the ending is just, oh my god.
I was gonna give it Fantastically Splendid.
Yeah, okay, so basically,
They're watching us. They know
the
every
ending,
move.
it's a little washed, I felt.
Yeah.
I mean, I found the ending bad at a certain point, but it was a different point from how from Louis found it
I
bad.
found the ending
Like
because
once the
of,
ending started,
Yeah.
Louis hated it, but halfway through the ending, then I hated it.
like 4 endings. There are 4 endings.
Kind of.
Yeah, they were like it should have ended there. No, it keeps going and it keeps going. It
Yeah.
keeps going, it keeps
Okay.
going,
So
it keeps going.
basically, they're setting up the
Sequel.
next sequel, which
Sequel.
I would see.
Make a sequel.
Make a sequel, please. But just how? Okay, so they set it up. The survivors of the escape room, they sit down together, and they realize because they didn't get any justice because they somehow when they went back to where the escape room was, it was all gone, so the police couldn't do anything. But when they came, they couldn't do anything, and then 6 months later, the survivors come back, and one of the survivors has kind of moved on, and the other survivor is still trying to figure out how it moved, and they eventually decide that they're gonna try to pursue this person and catch a plane to get to this person.
Yeah.
And that was a good time to just end it.
End it for sequel.
Yeah, ended that. And if it ended it then, that would be great. But then they have another 5 minutes of something else. Or maybe 2 minutes of something else.
It was like 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Then like it was like
of something else that wasn't needed. I
like
get
a
why it was there, but
simulation.
wasn't needed.
It was a simulation of a plane crash.
Yeah, okay, basically what happened is once they said, we got to find this person, then we get cut to what seems to be a escape room in the sky, like a plane's crashing. In order for them to escape, they need to get out of the plane or work the plane.
How most like the ending works and like how,
anyway,
how that would happen.
Okay, I'm going to just explain this, but yeah. And they're trying to get out of the plane, not the survivors, but just some random people are trying to escape. And then they crash, but it's actually just a simulation, and the people inside were just testing it.
Yeah.
And then they said, okay, and then they were taking the information from that and go, okay, they now have okay, that was a 4% survival rate for that.
Then
and
Jigsaw comes in and goes, hey guys, game over.
not Jigsaw, but then they go to some person on a TV screen and they go, yes, a 4% survival rate. And they go, okay, great. Well, it ain't a game, and if you don't, it ain't a game if you can't have a chance of survival.
Yeah.
And then they go, all right, let's play a game, and that's obviously meaning that the plane that the survivors are gonna catch, that they're gonna catch that simulation, and then they shouldn't have had that because it took away the.
No point.
It was really
This is my hospital bed.
Me too.
it didn't feel
They made these rooms.
And also,
You ever seen things that weren't there before?
I am not imagining this.
Surviving is a choice.
I want out. You let me out of here now.
That's why they chose us.
And they all look
when they're talking about that, then suddenly the game switched. Like then suddenly he was in game. Like the guy who was like the game master was in the game. Yeah. Why?
Okay, do you want to explain? Can I explain why I think it was there?
Yeah, but like, what I'm thinking, were they watching?
Okay, yeah,
Did
the
they?
cameras were there.
I know, but like, was that always meant to happen?
Yeah, okay. I think this is what I took from it. I think because you know how the killer, not the killer, the guy who was conducting it was trying to kill the survivor. I think the rich people were still watching.
And
but
they
then,
wanted the survivors to win.
No, but like I think they were watching, but then they saw that they were fighting back, and then they went, okay, well now they're fighting for game of survival, including the guy who took care of it, and they're like, okay, let's see who wins out of these people, and they so rich they don't care.
Yeah. I didn't like the ending. How
That's what I
like
got
it kind of
from
felt
it.
weird because like, oh, they're all dying, and suddenly he's like, oh, okay, you've won. Let's just kill you.
Okay.
Kind of. I didn't like how anticlimactic that was, and it went climactic again. Then there was a weird fight scene, which kind of felt rushed. Then I was like, okay, end. I don't want to hate this film. Just end.
But they just didn't end early enough.
Just didn't end.
I mean, that's kind of all I gotta say about the film, I think.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much more because I want you guys to see it, and I want this money to make. I
want this money to make a movie.
I want this movie to make some money because I do want a sequel. So please, guys, go and watch it. For me, I give it a hey, it's fun, but it's good. I mean, if you're not really into horror movies, go and watch this film.
It's a drama mystery, technically.
It's also got some action to it, so just
weird
go and watch
action.
it. I mean, if you like Maze Runner.
If you like drugs, weird action, and
no, but if you like Maze Runner, you might like this one. This is kind of like a more tense horror version.
If you like
of
that
Maze
one
Runner.
scene in The Good Dinosaur when they take drugs, you'll like this film.
Oh yeah, there's a scene like that in the film. I don't want to explain it because you guys would love it, but yeah, go and watch the film. I give it I'm done talking. I give this film a hey, it's fun, really good film. I enjoyed it. Louis, final thoughts?
Hey, it's fun.
Hey, it's fun.
It's fun.
And
I will
hope
watch
there can be
it.
more games.
I can watch it again.
Yeah, and I really like this because I really like the film because there's actual escape rooms out there, and it just has good appeal. So anyway,
Final,
hey, it's
predictable
fun.
at some parts.
It is predictable.
Like good characters. They were developed well.
Mike was amazing.
Mike Wazowski. I can say Mike Wazowski now because he was in it, and it was just good.
Yeah. All right. So,
Nothing to write home about.
hey, it's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, that's it.